Business automation no longer begins with code, it begins with context. Modern teams already use AI in regular work, but scale remains the hard part. McKinsey reports 88% of organizations use AI in at least one business function, while only about one-third have begun scaling programs. Claude matters because it turns scattered business language into repeatable operating workflows. McKinsey and Company, the core limitation is handoff friction. Reports live in documents, customer issues live in inboxes, operations live in spreadsheets, and decisions live in meetings. Traditional automation handles structured triggers, but business work is messy, ambiguous, and language heavy. That means teams automate the easy edge cases while humans keep absorbing the expensive middle. Most business processes fail automation because they require judgment before action. A support ticket needs classification tone, policy lookup, and escalation logic. A report needs synthesis across sources. An internal search needs permission-aware retrieval. A useful automation system must understand context, reason through uncertainty, and stop when confidence is low. Claude shifts automation from rigid rule chains to context-aware execution. Anthropic says Claude can integrate with Gmail, Calendar, and Docs, allowing it to securely search emails, review documents, and understand schedule commitments instead of forcing users to manually upload context every time. The assistant becomes a working layer above business memory. Claude, the system has 5 layers: knowledge, reasoning, tools, permissions, and review. Knowledge gives Claude the source material. Reasoning turns messy inputs into structured next steps. Tools execute drafts, searches, summaries, and updates. Permissions define boundaries. Review keeps humans in control before messages, customer responses, or operational changes go live. Reporting changes first because it is already language plus data. Claude can read source documents, summarize trend signals, compare updates, draft executive narratives, and flag missing evidence. Instead of waiting for someone to assemble the weekly report, the workflow continuously converts raw inputs into a review-ready brief with assumptions clearly exposed. Customer support automation is not just chatbot replies. The stronger pattern is triage, detect intent, retrieve policy, summarize history, draft the response, assign severity, and escalate risky cases. McKinsey estimates customer service contributes 11% of potential generative AI economic value, which makes support one of the clearest business automation targets. McKinsey and Company operations automation works when Claude connects signals to action. A delayed vendor email becomes a risk note. A meeting transcript becomes task ownership. A spreadsheet anomaly becomes an investigation request. The workflow is not AI does everything. The workflow is AI prepares the next correct move, then routes it through the right control point. The measurable advantage is cycle time compression. Email drafts arrive before the blank page. Internal answers appear before the search spiral. Reports form before the deadline panic. Claude's platform documentation notes context windows can reach up to 1M tokens depending on model, which makes long document and multi-source business workflows more practical. Claude platform business automation will move from isolated prompts to governed agents. Claude will search, draft, summarize, compare, route, and but the winning systems will define where autonomy ends. The future business stack is not replacing teams with AI. It is giving every team a controlled execution layer that makes work faster, safer, and more visible.